Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are facing a crucial moment because they haven't been very successful in their recent work, as stated by royal expert Daniela Elsa in an article on news.com. In Australia, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have struggled to create a positive image for themselves outside of their previous controversies involving the royal family. This post points out that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex haven't become strong, positive, and motivating leaders. Instead, they've come across as people who complain a lot. They don't seem to realize that being well off and in good health while getting paid to criticize the monarchy doesn't make them very likable or inspiring. The person speaking then mentioned a rumor that Meghan has been paying attention to the divorce of Kevin Costner and Christine Baumgartner for ideas. According to someone on the inside, Meghan is said to want a regular monthly allowance from King Charles. However, the British royal family doesn't plan to provide any money to Meghan because Harry is not the next in line to the throne, and he's no longer a working member of the royal family. Comparatively, when Sarah Ferguson, also known as Fergie, received financial support, it was much less than what Princess Diana received. Fergie's daughter did receive trust funds from the late Queen, but the amount wasn't substantial. Meghan didn't receive anything from Queen Elizabeth's will, and neither did her children. It's unclear why Meghan might believe she would receive anything from Charles. If Meghan were to divorce Harry, there wouldn't be a legal basis for her to claim anything. About a month ago, someone close to the palace shared that Meghan had allegedly tried to pressure or manipulate King Charles by threatening to reveal sensitive information about Harry. However, it's important to note that Meghan is not the mother of the heir to the throne. That title belongs to Catherine, who is married to Prince William, Diana's son. Meghan is the mother of the 6th and 7th individuals in line for the throne, but as time goes on, they will move further down the line of succession. Meghan may need to reconsider her expectations about her role within the royal family and any financial support she might receive. Meghan can only access Harry's finances because she's not married to Charles and not going through a divorce with him. It doesn't matter that Charles has a lot of money. It's not relevant to her situation. An expert suggested that Meghan may have thought that both Harry and William would inherit their parents' wealth and have easy access to it. However, when it became clear that Harry had much less money and relied on his father for expenses, Meghan sought financial support from Queen Elizabeth and Charles. Tom Bower also mentioned that Meghan might have believed marrying Harry would give her a billionaire's luxurious lifestyle. However, she discovered that the royal family is wealthy but lives relatively frugally compared to what she expected. They have a budget, which, while huge to most people, resembles the spending of upper-middle-class millionaires. Meghan wasn't pleased when she realized the constraints of being a royal. The royal family indeed has billions in assets, but a significant portion of their wealth is invested in land, castles, and valuable jewelry. Additionally, it's important to note that much of the most valuable possessions are considered crown property, not personal assets of the royal family. And the King's ultimatum banned Harry and Meghan from upcoming royal film air on BBC and ITV. Prince Harry was apparently getting ready to have a conversation with his father, King Charles, this month. Their relationship had become strained after Harry decided to leave the royal family. According to a royal expert, King Charles has one condition for their reunion. He doesn't want their private family matters to be made public. An insider shared with Bella magazine that the king deeply loves his son, but he has been hurt by Harry's actions. He will always be there for Harry, but doesn't want their personal issues discussed in public. If these talks happen, King Charles will make it clear that they should keep their private matters private. The details of the meeting are still being worked out. Originally, Harry and Charles were supposed to meet in the UK before Harry went to Germany for the Invictus Games, and the king had an official visit to France. However, as of now, there hasn't been any meeting, even though Harry flew to Germany on Saturday. There are reports suggesting that the royal family is prohibiting certain individuals from appearing in an upcoming documentary about the royal family. This film is being created to honor King Charles' ID and will feature appearances by Prince Harry's brother, Prince William, and his wife, Princess Catherine. According to a source close to the royal family, the palace intends to release a special program dedicated to celebrating our new king. In this program, important members of the royal family will share their feelings of love and admiration for him, as well as highlight the significant contributions he has made through his work. The source also mentioned that both BBC and ITV are discussing the possibility of broadcasting this program. However, there is a clear rule in place that Meghan and Harry should not be mentioned at all. From the palace's perspective, they are not included in the future narrative. Their past actions have already caused significant issues, and the intention is to move forward without involving them. Prince Harry has finished his visit to the UK and has now gone to Germany after visiting the grave of his late grandmother, Queen Elizabeth, in Windsor. Prince Harry arrived in Dusseldorf just before the Invictus Games began. Many experts have praised these games as some of Harry's finest achievements. The Invictus Games are scheduled to happen at the Märkische Spiel Arena from September 9th to September 16th. Before coming to Germany, Harry had been in London to attend the World Child Awards. Prince Harry was seen in Windsor to pay his respects to his late grandmother on the first anniversary of her passing. On Friday, he spent less than 24 hours in the UK and reportedly felt lonely and isolated during his visit. While the rest of the distant royal family came together to mourn, he was photographed leaving the King George Memorial Chapel, which is located within the grounds of St. George's Chapel in Windsor. According to a body language expert, Harry seemed quite cautious during his visit, almost as if he was trying to avoid drawing too much attention. He was dressed in a very casual manner, with his shirt unbuttoned at the neck. An expert has described Harry's behavior during his visit as if he was trying to avoid attracting attention. He was dressed very casually, with his shirt undone at the neck. Harry's body language gave off the impression that he had made a personal and low-key visit to pay his respects to his grandmother on the anniversary of her passing. His quick departure from Windsor Castle seemed to convey a sense of solitude. This contrasted with the more formal appearance of William and Kate, highlighting the sad fact that Harry couldn't share his grief and pay his respects with the rest of his family. And Prince Harry, Meghan Markle hit with a new blow to boot. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle received disappointing news as it was reported that their Netflix series, Harry and Meghan, was never the top-watched show but consistently held the second position. A royal commentator and expert, Daniela Elsa, shared these insights in one of her articles for news.com.au. In her article, she wrote, "Despite not receiving a nomination, the popularity and record-breaking success of the show are still impressive, right?" She also mentioned, shortly after the first volume was released in early December last year, Netflix proudly announced that it had become the most-watched documentary debut in its first week, with 81.55 million hours of viewing. A reason to celebrate.